I don't think I don't think you have a passenger line from Fieldsbad Airport to the city.
Happy anniversary.
No, we do.
Nutter.
We do, because when you click on the airport, it highlights the train station and the tram station. Yeah, all three are highlighted. If you click on the tram station, the train and the airport are highlighted. So anything that comes in or out of the train or trams goes to the airport. It's all linked together. And it's linked together via this here. This kind of road connection. So, yeah, everybody that comes via tram can just go there.
Happy anniversary.
You're playing a quarter speed in 1906. Yeah, I flicked it on half speed because I didn't want it to go too quickly. But I still feel like it's going a bit too quickly, I think. Aerospike, thank you for 21. Alpine Simon, thank you for 10. So, yeah. So there's one problem with this game, right? You see this here? This coal mine? We've got this wonderful modern city, this wonderful airport, great train station, and we've got this stupid coal mine that I don't use and we can't get rid of. That's actually quite annoying. I kind of wish you could buy this thing, just get rid of it. Oh yeah, Baz, the NEC is terrible for that. It really is. Like, the NEC wouldn't be so bad if it had those kind of express walkway things. Then it would be fine. But yeah, the train station over to the NEC, just a joke, and you have to get on that monorail as well. You can't delete it. You click on it, you bulldoze it. You cannot bulldoze an industry. You can't buy it, you can't bulldoze it, you can't do anything about it. Mr. Raskar, thank you for 42 months, sir. Now, if I remember, we just brought in a... It was this, wasn't it? It was this massive tunnel that we just made. Like, late last night, we made a massive tunnel. I seem to remember. Somewhere around here. That brought in extra logs into here. There it is. Is this? No, hang on. Where's it gone? What was that huge tunnel I built? Wait, it was a tunnel under Shanghai. There it is. There it is. Right there. It's very hard to spot. There it is. Yeah, if I put that on, you can see it. This orange line here.
Happy anniversary.
So I just need to monitor this now and see how it gets on. 145 logs. That's not bad. I just installed a few mods that give us different tunnel entrances. I might try it now and see what happens, because that is utterly broken. We'll let this train go through and try it, see what happens. This might go horribly wrong. The wife has asked for something in silk for Christmas. I bet on this tin of emulsion will be the wrong colour. Oh boy, dude. Right, let's try that. Let's get the train line. Oh yeah, I've got this other mod now, look. It gives you a high-speed rail without the ballast track. So it's like a different style. And it's limited to 360k. So it's like the high-speed rail, but it's got like different properties about it. So we'll use that later as well. Let's see what happens if I go like that. There you go. So now we've got these different options. Ooh. Fancy pants. I like that one. Let's go with that. Build that. Hope it works okay when we link it through to here. Oh, it doesn't, does it? Look. Why does the game do that? Why does the game do this weird thing when you build a double track? It seems to mess up the tunnel, doesn't it? That's so bizarre why it does that. Did you get the Vanilla Plus mod banner? I don't know what that is. The tracks are not parallel. think they are, though. Like I just drew one next to each other, you know? Actually, is it because... There. So that's parallel. Yeah. Maybe it happened. Maybe it happened because I drew it from here and because it didn't start parallel. Maybe that's what it was. Interesting. It is something to do with the parallel nature of it, I agree. Okay. That's more like it. Yeah, that works. So if we go to the other side, where it comes out, because it's broken here as well, I seem to remember. Yeah, look, it's broken here. So if we get rid of... Let's try that. It's not like in this. What on earth?
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Well, rip. Now it wants to build a tunnel further down.
Happy anniversary.
That's really annoying.
Nutter.
It used to go underneath just fine, and now it doesn't. It's trying to build the entrance later. It used to build it up here, and it was fine. Trying to look at Steam to see what does Paul Vanilla Plus is called. Right. Can you manually go down first? Kind of. We're going to have to go on. Yeah, that's actually annoying. Because it's just making this look horrendous. Okay, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Let's make more tracks here. Fighting the game now. Put a cargo platform. So if we try coming in from there instead, maybe we'll be a little bit more forgiving about it. Go down and use upper and lower increments. Yeah, I just did. I did that. Ugh. I think it's something to do with, like, if I destroyed all the track back to wherever the lowest point is on here, it might actually work again. I wish you could, like, remove the top layer, because it's really hard to click on something underground. Yeah, it just doesn't want to do it. I should have left it alone, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done. Dub AUT6, thank you for 40 months, I appreciate that. Finlay, thank you for 2 months, loving the streams. Merry Christmas from the Scully family. Merry Christmas to you. One more beer, 34 months. Bit too fast, 64. Merry Christmas and thank you for all the entertainment. Likewise, sir. Even if I reload the game, I'm going to be stuck with a tunnel that's broken, which is slightly annoying. But if I delete the crossover section, it's going to put the tunnel here, and then I can't bring this back. I think the best option is just to do that. To fix that is going to be painful. I guess it's just one of the idioms of the game. We got one of those. We got one of those. We got one of those. I remember in Transport Tycoon, the first time you got to maglev trains and you were like,
Welcome back, Nutter.
Alpha Bravo, welcome back. Do you mean yesterday's stream, Specialized Joe? No, not yet. Probably get there later today, maybe. Well, we can still fix this one.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Wait, what? Don't tell me you just disabled my mods. I suddenly don't have all the options for the tunnel entrances. Wow, and I can't enable them from this screen? Oh my god. That's really annoying. So what happened was I loaded the game and then I enabled these extra mods. But because I hadn't saved the game, it didn't save it with those mods. So when I loaded it then, it loaded it back in without the mods, but it wouldn't let me choose the mods on the load screen. So yeah, what I need to do is save the game out straight away. Yeah, it takes about 24 hours, Specialized Joe. Like, the videos have to be, like, after the stream, I leave them transcoding overnight, so that basically compresses, like, handbrakes them down, if you like, and then they'll get cut up, and then they have to be thumbnail described. You know, it takes time. It takes time. Okay. Hopefully, third time lucky. Done. Done and done. Right, so now we're going to save it so that we don't have that problem ever again, because that will save it with the mod list. Tuscan, thank you for 34 months. Let's see what's happening with this.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Honored, welcome, dude. I want to see two things. First of all, does this train cover its costs? And secondly, is it going to move all of this, or do we need to add another train on this line? Because that'll take a while to get there. Still 130, 140 Ks, that's not bad. 150. 160, it's topped out. Let's see how much it gets paid. Wow. So when it got there, there's now 77 logs here. I think that's going to be fine with the one train. Would like a multi-layer viewing mod. I don't think they're going to be able to add that as a mod. I think that should be a base game thing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine for now. I don't think it can move more than that, to be honest. Baz, I so would love to play this game, but it's way too distracting if you play it too. So I have to wait until you don't play it anymore. By the way, there's a mod to add Transport Tycoon music in the game, but sadly no mod to kill industry. Yeah, I don't know, Baz. Like, it depends whether that music is royalty-free. You know, if it goes to YouTube and YouTube just slaps copyright things all over it, then it's not worth it. Right, so let's see what's going on. So anyway, that should put more supply into this thing. So hopefully that's going to smack more planks out, which will then feed this production chain here. Where's the train that runs through there? Let's see how the heat gets on. I think we need to replace this. Might need a bit more speed out of that bad boy. 25-year-old train. Might need a better run there now. You can carry 80 planks and there's already 93 here. Let's give him one of the CH-54s, they're pretty good. Not long enough, 178 meters. Not good. Let's modernise this line. You pressed the wrong button and 70 lines of code got deleted, Battle Rabbit. Do you not have any multiple undo or source control? It's a fairly short hop. It's pretty painful losing code, bro, as I'm sure you're aware. If you actually look what this managed to do here, that looks pretty horrendous. I mean, that's pretty broken. I remember the days of using an editor which had no undo function. And also, the only kind of backup you had was when you went to your DOS screen and copied the file, because there was no source control either. You can't leave it like that. Fixing it is going to be painful, as we just saw. I know what we can do. We can extend this platform over and then take this line into there. And then this inside line is free to go underground. And it should be able to go underground way before it gets to that platform. I think that should solve it. Nano in Linux is a pain. I used to use Nano a lot. It's a really lightweight editor, but it's lacking lots of features. I used to use Nano. Nano was easy to use, but I could never get on with Emacs. Oh god, I had a friend who loved Emacs, and I just I hated it. Emacs is so bad. I'd rather use VI than Emacs. Sniffer, thank you for 4 years. I hope you're still enjoying sniffing. What's Emacs? Bob, if you never learn what Emacs is, your life will not be any worse, trust me. EMACS, Emacs. Jeez, that was a bit low. Okay, get rid of this guy. I wish you could move things. Like, rather than destroy the depot, I wish you could just move over here. Now, we need to wait for the perfect moment, which is basically when that train gets back there. This big old diesel just shuttling things backwards and forwards. Okay. Is there a mod? Does anybody know of a mod that changes the noise for bulldozing to something a little less, shall we say, painful on the ears? I don't think we need to double track this or signal it in any way. I think we'll just leave it.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Right, that's that sorted. Yeah, but if I turn the sound effect, because the sound, like all the options of this game are really coarse grained, I actually just want to turn the bulldoze noise off or just tone it down. I don't want to get rid of all the sound effects, just that one. Is Dreamweaver still going, Battle Rabbit? Wow. See, I remember Dreamweaver when it very first came out. I remember that, because at the time there was, I don't know if you remember Cold Fusion. Cold Fusion was like fairly popular when it came out. I used it for a few things. And Dreamweaver shortly followed. How long is this platform? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Ooh. That's a scumbag. Physically can't make that any longer. I'd have to move it. You want to bulldoze the sound of the bulldozer? No, I just want to tone it down to something a bit less loud. Even a quieter wav would be fine. Mod that replaces the new sounds they added after release with the old ones, though. Front page. Oh, front page was the worst thing. Front, like, you could create a lovely HTML page, right, with nice scripting in it, lay it out beautifully. The moment you brought that into front page and saved it out again, it was now completely uneditable. The Black Baron, thank you for 3 months. So I reckon we've now got enough room to sort this out. Hopefully. But I'm going to save it just in case. Uh-oh. Lovely. And all is right with the world. That looks so much better. Yeah, one fixed tongue. I think he'll just about break even. It's part of a supply chain, though. So this is going to create tools. Shipment is not bad. We're moving most of it. That's good. So the tools from this, I think, feed into that station and then go on down to Lucknow. So there's like I think it brings it to here and drops it, and then that picks it up and takes it there. One of these train lines. I think it's the yellow one. The Lucknow tool train. Which makes, ooh, 56,000 profit. At school in the early 2000s, they got us to make web pages in Word. Word? You're better off with Notepad. Notepad and a bit of HTML knowledge. Word. Ugh. Holy moly, what is going on here? That is a lot of people. Okay, we might need bigger trams. What have they got? They've got Skoda 10Ts at the moment, which are 25 capacity, 70k trains. We can go to 45, but only go to 60, or go 43 and go 70. We'll go with that. And then I think we'll add with 2. I'll set it to that green. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. That's a nice tram. It's getting a bit busy, this platform. Might have to do some reworking shortly. Have a one way in, one way out system going on. Have them coming out this way possibly. That might help flow a bit better. Put it like that. Electric. We only need a single line exit, really, don't we? I don't know if I've got enough room to make that one way in, though. I should learn not to build things too close to the road. Gregor4850, thank you very much for subbing, Gregor. Welcome to the Net House. JK Racing, thank you for 25 months. Dude, you're supposed to be going back out that way. I gotta find a gap in the traffic to try and do something with this. I might have to delete this road to fix it. Right, if we pause that bar, and then if we trash this road and this road, and then configure that. Okay, let's see what happens. Don't need waypoints. Actually, that road is fine. Yeah, it's all linked. No, it's still linked in Games Fan, because if I click on that, it highlights this. The reason it's linked is because that platform has pedestrian access to this. This has road access to that. That has connected to that. It all works, but you always double check it just by clicking it. Like if I click any of these, they should highlight all the other ones, and they do. So it's fine. It works. Oh my god, Baz. Steam apps, common, Transport Fever 2, Res, audio effects, construction. Just lower the bulldoze sound files volume or replace them with something different. In the end, it's only a WAV file. Alright, Baz. Challenge accepted. So, this file is in Steam apps. Let's see. Common, Transport Fever 2, audio effects, construction, Res. Resources, audio effects, construction. Bulldoze large and bulldoze large 2. Let me play bulldoze. Replace it with the squeal sound. That's the current bulldoze sound. Bulldoze large 2. It's just way too loud, isn't it? Bulldoze medium? The trouble is, Baz, is every time I update the game, it's probably just going to go and replace it again, isn't it? Still a lot of people waiting here. Wait, did he just cough at me?
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Huh? Huh?
Replace it with meat. $70 people. I'm just seeing what What's going on with this? That road doesn't need to come all the way here, and it'll just ease congestion a bit. Replace it with the game over soundbite. It would get a bit annoying though, Baz, going game over, game over, game over, game over every time I destroy something. Fade to Black, I will add new vehicles, but I don't want to yet. I want to experience the game as it was released. You know what I mean? I just added a few little tunnel tweaks and some more colours, but other than that, all the vehicles are vanilla. But I will add them later. For giggles. You want the squirrel soundbite instead? What are you guys like? I need to find the squirrel soundbite. I'm not even sure where I've got it. Hold on. Squeal. Funnily enough, when I searched squeal on my hard drive, I found an awful lot of squeal sounds in Train Sim. I need to know what I've done with the squeal sound. In my hard drive somewhere. It's not in there. If the squirrel doesn't get TDs under 5 minutes, I'll be amazed. Yeah, me too. Seems like you joined at the wrong time. It's never a wrong time. We just fixed this wonderful tram system, made it all one way. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. Look, fixed all the problem with the passengers. It's all good. And the northwest departure is approved, Ty, to Ontario. Do you remember the other day, like last week when I came into your chat, and you were like, I think you was taxiing, you was talking to Pilot Edge, and I said something like, is the northwest departure approved to Ontario? And you went, not really sure what you mean. That's what I mean. Literally that soundbite. That was Pilot Edge. See, it's quite cool the first time you click on it, maybe even the second or third, but after like the 40th or 50th, you kind of wish they had some more in the rotation list, you know. What's he doing with oil? Why is he loading up on oil exactly? And where's he even getting that oil from? Isn't he supposed to be moving goods, this guy? He's dropped his goods off, but he's taking oil back. That's interesting. You can now change the landing lights. What to? You just put up your Christmas tree. Spitfire, dude, it's hardly worth putting it up now. If you put it up at the start of December, you can enjoy it all through December. Like what we do is, the first weekend of December, we'll put the tree and all the decorations up. And then, 1st of January, we get rid of it. We don't mess about with this 12 days of Christmas nonsense. 1st of January is gone. If you put it up now, how long are you going to leave it up for? 2 weeks? They're getting nowhere near enough goods. They need so many more goods. This town is like a giant sponge. Hang on, Dre's found it. Nice one, Dre. So now I need to replace... One second, I'm just copying files around on my desktop. So I need to replace the bulldozer large.wav. I'll do all of them. I'll do the medium as well. Okay. So if we quit the game, if I save this and then quit the game, I should, in theory, be able to replace those sounds. I don't trust this continue thing. Does it work now? Look at the white tram. Does it? It does a full loop before stopping at platform. It should go in and stop. Okay, it must be the one-way input then. I saw it do that on the truck station once, and I fixed it by making the input in the middle, and that fixed it, but it must still be bugged. Yeah, you can definitely blame Baz for all of this. If it gets annoying, blame Baz. It's assuming it works. Oh my god. How long before that gets really irritating? Do you know what, Baz? Baz, do you know how to make mods? I feel like I should make that one into a mod. I should make that into an official Transport Fever 2 mod. And immortalize Snugs in a mod. Ah, dear. Anyway, so what's going on with this thing? It must be that one. Yeah, it's the purple one has to loop around for some reason. I'm not sure I can fix that, to be honest. That's just to do with the platform that it drops off at. It's no big deal. I think it's fine. There aren't that many passengers on that line anyway. Feels bad tram one. Yeah, I'll live with it. It will play when you least expect it and stop you every time. Pretty much. Add an exit to the top right of the station. What? Oh, you mean here? You don't mean here, surely. Yeah, but if I had an exit here, even if I can add one, which I doubt I can. Yeah, I can't. Even if I could, the other trams would probably try and use it. It doesn't matter. Just doing a little loop doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. It's running fine. Right. What was we working on? I think he was down here in Ankara. Or Ankara. I think it was getting all this going. I remember there was a passenger line got built here. Which is probably losing a lot of money right now. Yep. It's not, we don't have the numbers yet, it's not scaled.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Needs to be a bit longer. Frosty Forza, thank you for 54 months. Lord Helbo, thank you for 28, sir. I think we just need to grow this town. There's just not enough people here yet. We've got the fuel coming in, so I've got 110% boost, but they do not like the noise. Got a feeling. See, I've got a feeling that's on the way down because I switched the approach path down to... So this is now the approach path, which is a lot better. Most of the noise is now over here. That's a lot better than it was. But that's like the only thing that's really dropping noise on this town. But even so, that's 64 people that we've lost due to emissions from the airport. Wow, that line's losing 4 million. That's not good. Eight-year-old plane running cost $4.2 million. 29-year-old plane running cost $4.2 million. So it literally doesn't make any difference. Like, the price doesn't go up. That's really weird. Surely this line should be making a lot of money. Like, it's moving plastic in one direction and goods in the other. It should be making money hand over fist. Okay, that's pretty good. That definitely doesn't look right. Once I get past that lifespan, it starts going up. Got you. Right, Pyongyang transfer. It should be loading up on plastic, I believe. Wait a minute, why has he got goods on board? Oh, I think he's a different... Mine's a different... get rid of the older planes. Well... We'll see, like... I've got a feeling there's not enough plastic going through. Look now, goods factory. Okay, so it gets all the plastic, which is what it should be happening. And then... That's interesting. How is Kraz managing to get a load of goods?
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
How are they getting goods? There's something dodgy going on here. See, plastic is supposed to go to Lucknow, and then the goods are supposed to be flown back. That's what happens. Plastic that way, goods come back that way. But somehow the goods are making their way to Kraz. Which means they're coming back to this airport, I think. Then they must be being taken by train, I assume. I don't think it's a truck. I mean, I could be wrong. They're both passenger trains, so they're definitely not getting there by train. Goods. Pyongyang, Kraz, goods trucks. There we go. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that because it means the goods are coming back to the airport. What I didn't want was I didn't want goods being sort of siphoned away and they can't be flown back. But it looks like all the goods are being flown back. That's fine. So I don't need to worry about that. What we do have is two different... We have two logistic lines here, both doing the same thing, except one is making 5 million and the other one is losing 7 million. So, yeah. I think we'll get rid of... Oh, I can't get rid of that yet. So they just loading up. That's a... I don't understand this. Look at this. It used to make a ton of money, and now it doesn't. which basically points to the fact there are just too many planes doing this. There must be. If we get rid of him and take one of these planes, and we'll set him on a different line. That's now got 5 planes. That's now got 5 planes. And one of them needs replacing.
Welcome back.
Okay. Okay, let's say we get on with 10 instead of 12 or whatever it was. Joel, thank you 28 months, sir. We'll just have to see what happens here. Like, why some cargo items are lost because the station's overloaded. 17 steel items doesn't sound like an awful lot to me. I'm wondering if we need to have more terminal. Okay. Let's add another cargo terminal. Let's move that over. Okay. Not enough places to store it. Yeah, I think it was sharing the storage area with the goods, so it was getting squeezed out. So I think we're actually losing steel. So you had a 17 maximum capacity steel, which then makes the planes unprofitable, right? Can you add an extra runways? I think you're limited to 2 runways. Adds a second runway, so the moment you've added a second, you can't add a third. So some people are saying, can you add like cross runways? No. Can you add more than 2? No. Like, this is it. Add a second taxiway, which allows you to add more buildings, but when I click on that, there's nowhere for me to add it. Let's go to one of the other airports. Seems to be capped out. Cloudy Poof, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome, Cloudy. Tessel, thanks for 1.5 years. I don't know. I think the game fundamentally, in terms of flight paths, the game fundamentally can deal with either arrivals and departures on one runway or arrivals on one runway and departures on another. I think the reason it won't let you add more runways is because unlike what you can do with terminals where you can say, well, you know, you come in here, you go in here, you go in, like, you just can't seem to do that when it comes to runways. You just got a highly appreciated sub from Group PR to your channel. I think he did that yesterday, Sneaky Biagi. I think he did. He gave a bunch of subs out yesterday. There was a few guys who were dropping like 10 and 25 subs. Okay, so that should also increase the capacity here, but you can see there's too much plastic. That was the problem I was trying to solve with having more planes. Because all the plastic that's coming in now, we're losing plastic. How the passenger ferry's doing. Let's have a look. I think we only have there's that one and that one, I think.
Ay, 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 ay.
Looks like it might have calmed down a bit. Still making 1.5 mil. But maybe we might want to tone it back slightly. There might be too many ships on that run. Heartwarming Fox, the second taxiway can be added, but only if there's enough space on the other side. It won't give the option if there is anything in the way, factories, cliffs, etc. Gotcha. Yeah, another good reason to build an airport with a lot of space around it. Mr. Rays, thank you for 4 years, mate. And an early Merry Christmas to you and everyone in the Nuts House. Merry Christmas, Rays. Do you have a filter on the view where you can see how much stuff or how many passengers are waiting in each station instead of clicking on each building to see? I think if you click on a station, it shows you where the passengers are and what line they want to take. Beyond that, I don't think so. Cargo, passengers, there you go. So I guess you can use that screen. Thanks. Is this what you meant? So you can look at this and go, oh, Kuala Lumpur's got a bunch of people. You can't filter it though, like you can't say just show me passengers or just show me ships. Wait, look at the maintenance. 1.2 million maintenance. 1.7 million maintenance. What's going on here? Why is that so insanely expensive? $1.7 million. It must be down to all the hangars and stuff. That's nuts. $3.4 million maintenance at Lucknow West. 3.4 million maintenance. Why? That's crazy. What does this mean, overload? Is it basically saying that this is overloaded? I can kind of see what it means. So whoever's supposed to be moving things in Kuala Lumpur, which is that one there. Passenger buses. I think we need trams. Electric. Presumably to use that, we need to electrify the track. Like we need to electrify the road to get that? Is that going to need tram track? I know it's a bus, not a tram, but if it's an electric bus, it doesn't have any, like if you look, there's nothing overhead to imply you need overhead cabling. But where's it getting its power from? Why does it have emissions? Noise? Okay, that's interesting. Why does this electric bus sound like it's got a diesel engine? I kind of feel like it's a hybrid. Like maybe it's a gas-powered hybrid or something.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
It has diesel sounds to alert the pedestrians. Okay. Mythical Beast, thank you for 4 months. Trying to decide whether to make this a one-way. There are so many people waiting here. Oh my word. Bus tram, let's see, length 30 meters, platforms left and right. So, what do you reckon the entrance point should be?
Welcome back, Nutter.
I wonder if it should have multiple entrance points. I don't know. How to get the best out of this thing. Vehicle is in the way. Well, rip. That's largely inconvenient. Well, that sucks. Hang on, we'll have to build a normal road just to get rid of this. I need to get these vehicles out of here. Go away. Go away. Go on. Disappear. Get off the track. Fast. So there is a way to make Squirrel Mod go into the workshop. One sec. I could do it, but I think you should do it. I can play the package though and instruct you how to load it. Yeah, if you tell me what to do, Baz, I'll do it. Thank you. Alright, that's them out of the way. What do you mean, not possible? That looked so amazing, and you tell me it's not possible. Come on, game. You can't wait for Snokes to arrive. Is it literally limited to 2? It is as well. That's horrendous. That looks so good as well. I can't believe it's doing that. Wait, what? I can make a 2 into 3, but I can't make a 3 into... Wait, I can make a 2 into 3, but I can't make a 3 into 3. Mind is blown. I think it's something to do with these arrows. I'm not sure. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe now if I upgrade it to like a 3 lane, let's see what happens. Okay, I honestly, no idea what's going on. Oops, wrong one. What have you done, game? What is this? I never did that. What? No. As if. As if. When did it do that? When did it sneak that one in? It literally wants to connect it, look. That's really bizarre. Something to do with the game's routing engine. Right, if we build that. Tram track. You should have done tram track, you scumbag game. That hasn't got any tram track on it. That's not got tram, is it? Tram track, is it? You love the modular stations. The right lane does only 1 tram track. That's really weird. That's so bizarre. So on a one-way road, it only allows one tram track. So there's like no point in this massive road because vehicles can't go down there anyway. Baz, I replaced all of them. There was like 4 of them, Baz. 1 second. I did this, Baz. Like those files there, all 4 of them. With the identical file, I just replaced all 4. Okay. Streets, single. Yeah, thank you. Small one-way street. Now, why is construction not possible here, I wonder? Can't connect all stations. Oh, what? I genuinely don't understand why it comes along here, ignores that exit, and takes that exit. Why? Why did they only use one exit? Can you set waypoints? Well, the question is, why do I have to? I mean, what kind of waypoints do we have? I don't want to put a bus stop here, like along there, just to get a waypoint. Okay, where are the waypoints exactly? I can highlight this. You think it's in the street menu? The street menu. Click on stations to add. Where's the street menu? Okay, so we've got to add one onto here. Put one in all 3. Can't add one here. I don't get why the game couldn't do that for itself. Oh, this is bad. It can't turn left. Why is it doing that? It's not trying to actually make a stop, is it? Why can't it turn left here? Okay, I think that's fine. Jeez, that was mega weird though. This is a new one.
Huh?
Huh? I think you're in the tram station, love. Huh?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. It should be like Skylines where you can click on a road and say no cars, no trucks or whatever. They've got a fun walk. See, why is there no pavements along here? Why do they have to walk across the middle of the road? It's slightly irritating. You can add a bus lane. But I don't think that makes it bus only. They shouldn't go down here anymore because this is not like a normal road.